Well, today really sucks, so I'm living for the hope of tomorrow. Hoping that things will get back to what we used to consider normal, because it's just not working. Zoom is not good enough. That's how I feel.
Zoom is not good enough. I'm sure most people would say the same thing. When it comes to living for today or living for tomorrow, that is something that should have an array of responses. In today's bigger question, there's only two answers, but a variety of perspectives people may have for why they choose their answer. Now, admittedly, I was out during the COVID-19 pandemic. I thought maybe this would persuade people, like the first answer. I don't like today, so I'm working for tomorrow. Or if people didn't think about the pandemic and were just introspective of their true nature, then I expected a split, down the middle, 50-50. But that didn't turn out to be the case at all.
I live for today. I live for the present moment because I feel like future thinking leads to anxiety during these times especially, and past thinking can probably lead to a lot of depression too. So I try to live for the present moment. I live for today, absolutely.
I definitely live for today because life is way too short and things can change at any given moment. So I'm definitely just I live for every single day and just enjoy every moment, and I don't take anything for granted.
I think I low-key live for today. I don't make the best decisions. I could do better. But yeah. I don't know, maybe because I don't have a clear vision of what's gonna happen when I die, but
So today, because I think it doesn't matter what life is like, you got to make the most of it, and there's always opportunity, right? So we've got to live for today and keep helping each other out, stopping to help people who need interviews, do what we can for each other, because you know what, I can't change COVID, but I can change maybe my life right now and bring a smile to your face, and we can do the same for each other, right? So we'll keep doing that.
I definitely live for today. I live in the moment and I cherish every moment to its maximum. I have personally watched many people die in my arms, my mom, my dad. I'm a special education specialist. I'm an international charity who helps people who are dying, who helps the homeless. I actually feed Hamilton's homeless every week. And so I've learned very quickly that life is extremely short and you never know when your last day is, so you make every day count. And most importantly, if you can use yourself to help make the world a better place, it's the best way to go out. And so use yourself, have purpose, have meaning, live outside of fear, and just go for it every day.
It was an overwhelming majority who answered they live for today. I found that surprising. The way I thought about it is, we tend not to live in the present. When you are out with your family or alone, relaxing on the beach, how much of you is truly in that moment? How much is wondering what you will eat for dinner or what your plans are with your friends tomorrow? Maybe that's just people like me. Or maybe the people who answered today acknowledge they do that as well, but when they reflect on what is important, all their stock goes into today. Therefore, do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble. I think that quote sums up the next group of answers.
I live for today, I think. And the reason why, you never know what could happen tomorrow, if your loved ones are going to be there tomorrow, so you just got to live for today and treat the people around you and with love as if today would be your last.
I live for today. And the reason why is I think because of past experiences, we don't know what happens the next day. We don't know what's going to happen. And I've lost quite a few friends and relatives. So yeah, I live for today because I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow. And it doesn't matter what age you are. That's just my own opinion and from past experiences.
Well, I think I live for today because all that matters is today. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow, right? So all that matters is today. you don't know where you're gonna end up next, and you don't know what's gonna happen. Life is always uncertain, and we all have seen that before. So I think I would go with live for today and just enjoy the time as you have it.
Reasons why I'm not quite sure. Just circumstances, health, financial, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really what do I say? Not really spiritual, but I believe there's something out there, and I struggle with addictions myself personally, and I'm just happy to wake up every day, and hopefully there's a tomorrow, but yeah, I live for today.
Right now, I think I live for today, and that hasn't been always my perspective, but when I was recently diagnosed with cancer, stage 4 cancer, I suddenly realized that all this planning and building for the future was suddenly put in jeopardy, and so I should focus on enjoying with my family each day that comes along, and appreciate what I have today, because I have no idea what tomorrow will bring.
That man's answer, it impacted me. You could tell he understood both living for today and tomorrow, but after experiencing struggle, he finds importance in being present. So what did it take for someone to answer they live for tomorrow? It was toward the end of shooting for this question that a girl, who was probably on her way home from school, ran across the street to give us a very confident answer. That she lived for tomorrow.
I live for tomorrow because if you're having like a really bad day that day, and it's like really bad, you can always look forward to tomorrow being a new fresh start and having a positive attitude going into it.
Yeah, I get it. Tomorrow is another day, and whatever trials I'm going through today, there's always an opportunity to have fresh eyes on that tomorrow. Albert Einstein once said, "Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow." The important thing is not to stop questioning. So, perhaps to live authentically, I live for today. But according to Einstein, that does not exclude believing in tomorrow.
I don't want to be cheesy and say both, but I feel like I have a lot of instinctual immediate tendencies. So like a lot of enjoyment comes out of what I do right now. So like playing video games, going out partying with friends. Obviously that doesn't happen a lot right now. But I think a lot of like my long-term goals, at least like the reason why I'm here at McMaster, is to kind of plan ahead for my future and kind of establish myself to give me opportunities in the long term. So I probably would say most of my mental and like time efforts go towards tomorrow.
I guess I would like to think that I live for today, but I think I mostly live for tomorrow just because I'm a university student. I'm studying to get a career, and I think a lot of the time society kind of has this perspective that you kind of should be working towards something in the future. So I think it's nice to say I live for today, but I don't think that would be my honest answer. Hopefully one day I can live for today. Hopefully that day can be sooner rather than later, but...
I wish I could give you a simple answer, but you kind of have to do both. Like you have to think about the future because how you live today affects how you live tomorrow, and your tomorrow becomes the today, right? At the same time, you have to live in the present. Otherwise, you miss everything. You miss your life planning for your future.
Because I have a lot of things to do now, and I think I'm an energetic person. We need to keep happiness and more positive, energetic for others, and I think the world is better and become better and better than before. So I want to live for today, and maybe we can change it for tomorrow.
Admittedly, I didn't think living for today was even possible. Maybe an imaginary idea that people believed they were doing. To live each day as if it were your last. I'm young, I have plans. I relate well with the people who said they get caught up in the steps they must take for their long-term goals. But my perspective has changed. Maybe living for tomorrow is only possible if you're being true to who you must be today. Maybe I truly live for today, with the hope I can live for today, tomorrow. But as always, I will continue to build my perspective by keeping these conversations going. So for you, what is your perspective? Do you live for today or for tomorrow? Make sure you let me know. Even if you have an entirely different answer, like this gentleman, who I will leave you with today.
Live for today or live for tomorrow? I live for a reason. I live for the reason for my existence. I just don't live for just to live. This is not my home. This is temporary. This is a hotel. This is a motel. I'm just waiting to go back home. But many of us unfortunately forget where we came from. We think this is it and that's it. We die and just we die. No, it doesn't work like that. Thank you. Have a great day, boss.
Thank you.